What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the reaction channel. Good to see you today. As you can see, we are watching a flashback episode of Supernanny from season 4, a rewatch. This is the Schumacher Family. Let's get it going. Also, I am filming this currently at 12:10 in the morning, and it is my birthday officially. So you know, the grind never stops. So yeah, happy to be here for another year on Earth, another year older, hopefully another year wiser, and of course I'll be more wise with some Joe Frost here, learning more Joe techniques. So thank you for being here, and if you're saying happy birthday in the comments, which I'm sure you guys are, thank you so much for that. Hey, thumbs up for my birthday, thumbs up for me filming this literally on my birthday, and then please stay to the end of the video. I know a lot of you just click out. Stay to the end. I have an exciting announcement regarding my birthday, an exciting thing I'm doing. So please give me a little bit of time at the end of this before you leave. But let's watch this episode, The Schumachers.
So, what are we looking at here? Let's take a look.
Hi, we're the Schumacher family. I'm Terry.
I'm Brian.
We have 3 children. There's Jessica, who's 14.
I'm bored, Dad. There's nothing to do. Tired.
Lexi, who just turned 11.
Shut up!
And Dylan, who is 7.
Bye, sucker.
Brian, you need to let it go. Shave that head, my friend. You look like you got a nice bald head.
I work at a specialty grocery store.
I'm a bartender,
I'm home usually around 1:30.
and I leave the house at 2 o'clock.
What does a specialty grocery store mean? Wow, great cabinets. Look at that. That's some cherry red walnut right there.
Dad's going to work to rest.
We decided to work split shifts so that the kids were kept out of daycare.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Dad.
Working the opposite shifts has been extremely hard on this marriage. Bye.
Dad got it. Both mom and dad kind of shredded. Both got some guns on them.
Have a good night. Can you not do this behind me? The kids know I'm tired and exhausted, and since I'm by myself and there's 3 of them and only 1 of me, they take advantage of me. I walk around as a zombie most nights. I don't let anything faze me
Look at that face. That's the face of Satan right there.
anymore.
Move it, loser.
Wow. 3 children and a tired mom.
Our kids absolutely do not respect us.
You think we're your slaves, you know?
Dang.
It's not right.
Then take control of it.
That's what I want to do.
To take control of it, says the 14-year-old child.
Jessica is very lazy.
I'm tired. I want to go to bed.
Look at that, the pink Motorola Razr phone.
I'm tired now.
I know you're tired, Jessica. She absolutely has no drive to do anything.
Mom, I'm hungry.
So there's nothing you can do to make her happy. She's just absolutely just bored with life.
I'm really bored.
And she gives you a lot of
A
attitude.
lot of attitude. Sasses me like you wouldn't believe.
Dad, it's a message.
To who?
You know what? I'm not arguing with you anymore.
Oh, no.
Lexi is my little social butterfly.
Hello?
Lexi has the cell phone going and the house
Wow, look at that. 2 phones in 1 hand.
phone going.
That's unbelievable. That is a talent right there. And the vintage Aeropostale t-shirt, too. A store I used to work at back in the day.
Talking to 2 people at one time.
Chill.
This little girl racks up about 1,200 cell phone minutes a month. And mind you,
Wow. Who is she talking to? Who does she know at that age? 1,200 minutes? I'm not good at math, but that feels like a lot of hours. Let's do some quick math here. Let's say 60 times 30. 18. So, okay, about 20 hours of... Talking on the phone 20 hours a month? To who? Barney?
she's in school 5 days a week until 3 o'clock.
It's from Ted's party.
Lexi can be really,
Party?
really sweet and really, really loving, but if you tell her she can't do something,
I just want to know what you're doing.
you better get out of her way.
I'm doing nothing. Yeah, little kid.
My goodness.
Dylan runs the household right now.
Come on, Dylan, get to your room.
No.
He can be the sweetest little boy, tells me he loves me, and then the next minute, I don't know what happens, like a switch goes off, and
Why did they add a eagle sound?
and he's just this monster. Stop it.
Leave her
He'll say every bad
He's flipping off everybody.
word in the book.
Yeah.
You are a stinky Dinky, what?
Dylan needs a maintenance man to
Oh,
follow
I see. It was a BITCH.
him around the house just to fix everything that he destroys.
Let's not lit it up, because that'll pop a hole through the wall.
Jesus.
Very aggressive.
But I love him.
I love him too, but he is the hardest kid I've ever met. Even though he's my boy.
He just sucks out all of our energy.
This is why
What is that? A cage in the background? That's what they should do. Just put him in a freaking jail cell. It looks like what they're starting to do.
I need Supernanny. I'm done.
Hang on. I'll be there soon. Help is on the way.
Bro, the last 3 episodes that I've watched, she has not said I'm on my way. What's going on? Am I just picking these episodes? Like, how is this happening? How is this happening to me? This is not good. We need a classic I'm on my way for good time's sake, for good luck. It's horrific. What a stern knock she's got, too.
Hello.
Hello, Nanny!
Oh, wow.
Hi, pleased to meet you.
Please.
That might be the most excited
Joe's here. I am
male door opening I've ever seen on this show.
safe. She is going to get my family back on track.
Hi,
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Terry. Hi. How are you? Hi, Jessica. Pleased to meet you. Joe. Hi, Lexi. Pleased to meet you. How are you? Joe.
Lexi not on the phone right now. Very nice of her to get off the phone.
Hi. So I'm going to hang out today. Okay. You guys can do what you do. All right?
All right, do what you do, guys.
Start fighting.
After I arrived, Mum took off for work, so I decided to stick around and watch Dad with the kids.
Okay, I love you. We're going to start out with this, guys. You want 2, Jessica? Is this enough bacon, guys? 8 pieces enough? Do you want anything on it, Dylan?
Bacon.
Any pepper? Potatoes, Lex?
There are parents who will cook one meal. Kids have to eat it. There are parents who will give their kids a couple of choices, and that's fine. This family, every day, get to order what they want.
That's been nice.
No.
How many would you like to eat? 4? That's a lot. But because it's Sunday, I'll give it to you. Me and the wife are exhausted doing everything. I think you guys would think you're in a restaurant. I mean, gourmet all the time.
Okay, whatever.
Do you get much time to sit around as a family around the table, or is it kind of...
We just wait on them hand and foot. I mean, I feel like me and my wife are their servants.
I mean, to be fair, though, it doesn't seem like you're doing anything to combat that. It's like they say something and he's immediately like, yep, you got it. I'll make it. Yep. Well, how about no? How about saying no? Hey, yeah, you don't get 9 pieces of bacon. You get 4. How about that?
You want potatoes, son?
quite prepared to just plod along and complain about it rather than doing anything.
In an hour, you're going to say, Dad, I'm hungry.
12:30 lunchtime.
There's nothing his kids do that he ever turns around and says, no. He reminds me of one of those nodding dogs in the back of a car.
And they fight constantly, especially the computer. They spend way too much time on the computer.
That damn computer is the devil. The irony.
You have to admit, Jessica's the one that's on it the most.
My girls, Jessica and Alexi, live on the internet.
She has these people she don't even know. Probably she goes, Yeah, oh. I do. She goes, yeah, I know them, but it says that there's
what's
like
her-
17 and 18. She's
What's this 15 and 17-year-old boy, Jessica?
Because he's just trying to get me in trouble. No.
Social networking sites are all the rage with the kids. But parents just kind of...
This is probably pre-YouTube days. Let me look it up while we play what year this is.
assume because everybody's on them that they're safe. Parents should monitor their kids' usage, check the age limit, and really be aware of the sites that their kids are using.
Things
Okay,
can
this
happen.
came out January 2008, so this was probably filmed in 07. So, no, YouTube was out for a couple years.
Happen to you, honey. You tell them you live in Las Vegas, they can wire down, you're on the computer. You can walk home one day because mom or dad can't pick you up and you can be picked up.
Uh-oh.
It happens day in and day out in this town.
And I'm thinking to myself, how come you didn't know about this site in the first place? Your child's 11 years old
They're definitely talking about MySpace back in 08.
and shouldn't be on a site that she's on now. It's slack parenting. It's irresponsible parenting.
Lexi, come on.
You can't get into her profile unless you know her password.
Well, she's going to show me.
No, I'm not.
Well, I want to see it.
not gonna do anything.
Obviously, Lexi had something to hide because she didn't want to give her password to her dad.
Go.
But it was a losing battle. She relented.
Where are those boys?
Go to view. Yeah, well, at least I'm not like you with you, Lexi.
Like Jessica. Such
I'm just
language.
supposed to...
Well, you guys don't... I don't like that language.
Oh, well.
I'm seeing a real chink in Dad's authority. Can you go back on that, please?
And this is serious stuff.
I'm not a to be messed with. I'm going to kill both of you.
There you go. Very nice stuff.
And I really couldn't believe what I was seeing because when we pulled up the stuff, there were older boys on that website. There was obscene language. There was phrases and
That's definitely MySpace.
sentences that were scary. And she's an 11-year-old girl chatting with much older boys.
What, I mean, is this just a saying?
Yes.
Well, how do I know? I mean, this is serious stuff. This goes to the next
Scroll
level.
down and view their friends list.
Sister's a snitch.
They are coming off, and you're going to change everything you need to on your computer. We'll do this later.
Is this the first time that you aware
Yes,
of this?
I was never aware of this.
I think it's incredibly important for parents to know exactly what their kids are doing on the computers.
Well, let's just turn it off, okay? The computer is the day.
She's mad.
Hi.
So Mum gets home and she barely has any time to check in with Dad
Lexi, go on the computer, show your mom everything that's on it.
before he goes off to work. And there it was. She was just as oblivious.
You don't know this guy? Okay, now what's this right here? Are you deleting people? Okay, do me a favor. Slow down so I know what you're doing.
My parents are completely clueless of
I remember this girl saying this.
the computer.
Is this your space right now?
You know what happened is she was getting away with it. She was getting away with it. And now she's like, dang it. It was going so well. They fooled my plan.
Now. Okay, so who are all these people? People that you know?
Yep.
Can you get that guy back that you deleted so I can see who
Oh, yeah,
it is?
I know. No.
Nope.
Growing up, we didn't have computers, so it, you know, I don't really understand it. And this guy's 17?
I don't know.
Research shows that 1 in 5 children on the internet chat rooms are approached by paedophiles.
Oh my
My
God.
fear is that parents are not going to understand the dangers of the internet and how to protect their kids.
Are you deleting more people?
Terry, is this the first time that you're actually finding out information about the site?
I know that both of the girls are on it.
Do you know anything about the site? These parents did no homework. They didn't work out what the site was all about. They didn't work out the protection that they could do for their child.
I mean, I know nothing about this. I mean, I hear people talking about it, but I don't know. She's logged on as she's 14 years old, and she told me that you have to be 14 to be on this. So I don't even know if that's true or not, or if she's just saying she's 14 years
She's
old.
lying.
Now that I found out what Lexi was into, it was now time to find out what made Jessica function.
Oh
I
boy.
want to be rich.
Hey, retweet, Jessica.
What was that? What do you want to be rich for? What would rich bring you?
Shopping.
You get to go shopping more often if you didn't have to go to the big expensive stores.
Well, I don't like the cheaper the things are, the uglier they are.
The girls.
Hey, that's not true. I'll be honest, I get a lot of my stuff from Target, H&M. You know, maybe it's not the greatest quality, but you know, it still works, still gets it done.
Value themselves and who they are as young girls based on what they have.
It's because we're poor.
Is there not?
Yeah, we are.
Just because you're poor. Look at you got a pool in your backyard. You got a palm tree in your front door. You ain't poor.
We live in a dump.
Oh, you think this house is a dump?
Well,
You know what I
we
need
don't
to
have
do?
anything.
I need to drive you down to
I am
a
not
part.
going to get a
Look at the house behind them and we're poor.
part of town.
Okay, well, I can show you what a dump looks like. This is not a dump.
Okay.
Take her to the actual dump, the trash can. You know, there was a store in Philadelphia. I don't know if it's still around when I was living on the East Coast, and it was called The Dump. And it was just like a bunch of like stuff like that people, like stores would like say, oh, we don't need this anymore, and then they would send it there. It was just called The Dump.
Okay, whatever.
We don't live in a mansion, which is what she really wants, because
looks
to her,
like
a
you do to
mansion
me.
means that she has money and she's important.
I blame you guys because you didn't go to college. And you didn't get a good education.
Okay, so you know what?
Damn.
Then take that and make sure you study hard and go to college, okay?
I am going to college.
I hope you do.
She's incredibly rude. She talks back. And this kind of behaviour should not go unchecked.
I want more money.
Go earn it. Do it yourself.
That's the girls. So now it's about finding out what Dylan does with his day.
Mom, I need a cookie. I need a cookie. I need a cookie right now.
What does Dylan do with his day? Just annoy the hell out of everybody.
What I see with Dylan is a 7-year-old boy who's restless and bored. He's got nothing to do all day, so he acts up.
Damn.
I really
Damn.
don't believe that Dylan enjoys behaving the way he does. I feel that he gets very angry because he gets frustrated.
I love it. They're like quietly playing like a board game, and Dylan is going absolutely insane.
And that emotion he finds hard to
He's
deal
like a
with.
little ram or goat.
Dylan, don't kick me. You wanna go to your room? Because you'll go there and not get any cookies.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, gave the finger.
Hey,
You don't hate me. Don't spit at me.
Damn.
Yeah, he spits at my mom, he cusses at my mom, he pushes my mom, and she doesn't really do anything about it.
Dylan.
You wanna go to your room? Dylan is my little beautiful monster because he can be so angry with me, he could be hitting me, and then 2 seconds later he can be just that little puppy dog face saying I love you, and it just breaks my heart.
You know what that is? He's just gaslighting her. First of all, stop picking your toes like that. But he's done one of those kids where like he knows what he can get away with. He knows the limits he can push his mom, so he can be insanely rude, but then be like, "I'm sorry, mom," and then she's like, "It's okay," because he's 7, which I get it, but like, hey, it ain't gonna last.
Are you calming down now?
He hits, he spits, and yet Mum did
He hits, he spits, he shits.
nothing. Right, I'm off. I'm going home this evening. Well, there's no framework, and there's no real respect in this house. Oh, I'm going to have a lot to say tomorrow when I sit down with his parents. Bye-bye.
That's something you don't see every day.
Bye-bye.
The door being painted to match the wall, it almost makes the door look like it could be invisible from a distance. That's rare, and probably for a reason, because it looks a little silly. Or maybe they just said, when they painted, they forgot that the door was there, and then they just said, oh, well, we'll just deal with it. Parents meeting. Here we go, the off-centered giant red carpet here.
I love the fact that the pair of you made a very solid
Dad looks like he broke his nose several hundred times.
decision as parents to split your work shifts, because it very clearly shows that you had both decided that you wanted to raise your children. But that process is an exhausting one. The pair of you are stuck in a hole where you're complaining about the hole you're in, and yet neither of you are doing anything to address the situations that have got you there in the first place. The computer really has become the babysitter.
If I didn't get them to be on the computer, then I wouldn't get the stuff done that I needed to get done.
The computer yesterday was a joke. I'm observing, watching a child who's on a computer that neither of you...
I love how she says that word. There's certain words that Joe, together. Computer. She just makes it poetic.
know how to look through. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But my fear is too, especially with Lexi, you push too hard. I mean, she's already not speaking to Brian now.
Tough.
Yesterday.
Tough.
Right.
I don't want to crack.
Tough. That's her dad. She will speak to her dad. And if she wants to be that way, she'll learn the hard way.
Down too hard on her where she completely shuts us out.
You're shut out now. You're tippy-toeing around your kids, scared that they're never going to talk to you. What are you doing with regards to character for your kids? Look at the character traits they have.
Right.
They walk around with attitude.
Right. Major.
It's all about materialistic things. That's what their self-worth is. Why do you give in 24/7 to your girls
I'm a giver. I'm a giver and a doer. I take care of things. That's who I am. It's what I do.
So you give them materialistic things.
Damn. Called out.
Why can't you give them family values? Why can't you give them the things that you want to instill with them? Why can't you give them boundaries? It's
Joe clocking.
okay as a parent to turn around and say no.
KO Joe.
You're giving them materialistic things. But Terry, what are you giving them as a mother? Terry?
It's really
Put it in reverse, Terry.
hard for me. I feel like I have no support in this house. I'm by myself with 3 kids. They're all pulling me in different directions. I've done the best I can do.
But it's no good if you're sitting there with your martyr crown on your heads. What do you expect from your kids? Exactly what chores do they do? What chores do they do?
They don't do anything.
What's expected from them?
Nothing.
What behaviour do you expect from them? What manners do you expect from them? What do you expect from them to do with regards to responsibility? Let's start with Jess. What does Jess do for a 14-year-old?
Naps.
She doesn't do anything. I tell her to clean her bathroom, and yeah, I'll get to it. And it's just if she doesn't do it, I find myself ended up doing it.
You created lazy kids.
Uh-huh.
They say no, and you go, okay, I'll do it then.
See, Dad seems very receptive. Brian seems like he's been waiting to hear this from somebody. And it seems like the wife has been the one that's maybe a little bit in denial, or maybe not denial, but like, oh, but that's our babies. And I think the dad's kind of like, well, tough crap.
Okay, let's talk about Alexi. 11 years old. On the cell phone, how many hours?
1,200 in 1 month.
That is wild.
Excuse me? And does she pay for that bill?
No.
What are you thinking? You've set no limitations. These are the times that you can use the phone. Your kids need boundaries, they need rules, limitations, they need praise, they need to find what's within themselves that you guys are going to bring out. Dylan's anger.
I don't know what happened there.
I don't know if it's anger because he wants something.
We've got a little boy who's showing extreme anger, aggression, where it's become destructive, not only to the property in the house, but he's hitting. Dylan's anger needs to be addressed with regards to how we help Dylan to contain himself and have more discipline, and to help release the frustration and things that we can reassure him with.
Yeah, because, you know, when you're 7 and you're a funny little 7-year-old with buck teeth and messy hair, it's almost been like, oh, it's funny. He's a little angry little kid. That can change real quick, right? Suddenly, if he's 11, 12, that anger doesn't work too well. It's not as, it's not getting passed over as much. That's when you can start getting in trouble in school, more than just like a random little, hey, don't do that. We're going to take away nap time. I don't think you nap when you're 7, but you should.
Before he gets to that stage.
Right.
Are you both still in where you want to work together? Because if one's not in, then...
I'm in.
I'm in too.
The issues that I see can be changed. So we're ready for work.
I'm in
I'm
100%.
in.
We're
Do
in.
it.
Right, let's go.
Once again, though, it is nice to see a husband and wife that seem like they actually love each other, which is kind of rare.
The technology one-on-one was desperately needed in this house because the kids were on the computer 24/7. This is technology for parents, okay? It's part of the tech talk technique.
Tech Talk.
It's all about knowing as much as you can with regards to the technology that your kids are dealing with.
I'm not really computer savvy. I need to get more involved so that I can actually find out what my kids are up to.
Number 1, move the family computer into a public space.
Ooh, they're gonna hate that.
What I would suggest is this.
That's what I had when I was even up to like 15. The entrance of my house, there is a left little like very small hallway officey thing. That's where the computer was. It was, you know, in a corner, but it was technically in right in front of the living room,
Area
which was probably for the best, to be honest.
here, because you spend a lot of time in the kitchen, so that you can mosey past and take a look.
This is very important, and we do spend a lot of time here, so.
See it, yeah.
The second one,
What did the dad just say?
This is very important, and we do spend a lot of time here, so.
See it, yeah.
This is 4% name.
the second one, know your kids' passwords.
Yeah.
This is not about you snooping. This is really about building trust. Doesn't mean that you're going to be looking at it every day.
No.
No. Doesn't mean you're going to be looking at it every now and then. Oh, yeah.
The youngest daughter's password is going to be, I hate my father, 16 or something.
Number 3, know what sites your kids visit. Let's step into their world. Time is important.
With these kids spending roughly 4 hours a day on the internet and the cell phone, setting 30-minute limits on each was essential.
Don't they? They should be doing other things instead of wasting their time.
I want to educate myself on the computer and get just as smart as they are.
Dad's going to be MySpace famous after the end of this. I actually am starting a MySpace band, guys.
We need the speakers we need. Probably right, Jess.
So I decided to move the computer.
The fun's over.
We're not amused.
Yep, fun's
Be okay,
over.
baby.
I'm just like, oh my God, you know, why are you doing this to me?
Because they know they're not going to be able to do what they normally do. Look, we were all teenagers, right? We know how sneaky we can be. Dylan's upset.
With less time on the computer, the kids will have more time to do some chores and take on some responsibility in the house.
Your mum and dad are your parents. They're not hired help. So, kids' expectations are all about...
Are we not getting a poster board? Are we just getting a little piece of paper? What's going on here, Joe?
pulling your weight, doing things in the house.
When she said that, I was like, well, we don't have a lot of those. We're not used to doing chores and stuff like that.
So I had Mum and Dad make
Time
a
to
list
wake
of
up.
tasks, and I let the kids choose their first chore.
What is one of the things that you can do for yourself, Lex?
Run away.
Oh, okay. Clean the toilet. Jess?
Wow, she put clean the toilet. Shocking. I watched this episode almost exactly 2 years ago. I remember only very small details. I don't remember any of this part. Looks like they're writing on like an old map.
Fold the laundry. Okay, fantastic. Dylan?
Washing the windows.
Washing the
Oh, he'll do a terrible job with that.
windows. Well done. I just want to say that I am really pleased with all three of you because everything that you have written down has been to help for the house.
I still can't believe Lexi put clean toilet. I would just say vacuum or something.
That's teamwork.
Each child came to the table with the chores that they felt that they would want to contribute.
So let's just do it.
Once we established a few rules, I wanted to get this inactive family out of the house for my next lesson. Dylan is strong-willed,
What is that saying?
and he gets angry very, very quickly.
We'll walk right
So I wanted to take him to a martial arts session and let him knock out all of that steam by putting him into a focused sport.
We've got Gray and Mike here who
Gray Maynard and Mike Pyle. These guys look, they look like they could fight. I don't know, just certain people's faces, they look like they can definitely fight.
are professional fighters.
Whenever you see someone that has cauliflower ear, which is from your ear getting dug into the mat while wrestling, don't ever fight them. It will not end well.
Train with us today. How does that sound? Sound good? 1. You sure you haven't done this before? All right. All right. Now again, 1.
Good little hook
No,
there.
you can do harder than that. Come on. Ah, all right. That's a good right hand. You have to be careful, okay? So you only do this in training, all right? This is hard work.
Honestly,
There you go.
Get this kid a punching bag.
Dylan loved it. He absolutely loved it. You know, he was in that little arena and they're on the soft mats and, looking up to these guys.
Faster. Where'd you learn to run so fast at?
Taking good direction and listening and just really focusing. That
Maybe Dylan grew up to be like a UFC heavyweight champion or something. You never know. You can just lie in a comment and say, "Yep, Dylan became a UFC fighter, Ryan," and I'll just say, "Oh, awesome." Also, we're already halfway through this video. Isn't that crazy? Thank you for being halfway. Little halfway checkup. Like the video if you haven't yet, please. Leave a comment. Once again, happy birthday, Works. It's my birthday currently. I'm still grinding for you guys. Always will. And subscribe to the channel. We're getting ever so close to 25K. Thank you for watching all the videos and being here still. Whether you just joined recently or been on the channel for a while, I appreciate it a lot. And then once again, stay to the end where I have a little fun announcement.
That energy that he'd used in such a negative way, in a positive way, feeling good about himself.
Take him down, drive him down. Perfect. High five. High five.
You know, a kid that's got this amount of energy, you know, you want to allow them to let it all out, you know.
Well, use that energy. Have him mow the lawn.
Put it into focused energy, you know.
The energy Dylan had in that gym, and just he was in that fight mode and just hitting the bag there, and it was just great. I mean, I just loved it.
High five your partner. Here's the one that worked with you, okay? You guys worked together, all right?
Mike and Gray taught me a lot.
Nice.
Let's go over here and sit down. Let's talk about what we did today.
Good job.
And we don't do it outside of this gym. Why do you think we don't do that?
Because you can get hurt.
Because you can get hurt.
Good.
Kind of get mad at home sometimes, don't you? You punch stuff, kind of punch the wall and stuff. You don't have to get mad, and when you hit the wall, it doesn't change the situation, does it? You gotta just stop and think, oh wait, I don't have to be mad. High five then.
I want to go to the gym and keep learning.
Good job, Dylan.
Because it was made clear by Jessica that she thought she lived in a dump, I had an idea to show her exactly how fortunate she is.
We're going, as a family, somewhere very special, and when we get there, you'll see what we're going to do.
What car are we taking?
Yeah, that's how you know they're not poor. What car are we taking? Well, if you got more than one car, then you're doing just fine.
Hi, follow me.
How do you do? I'm Guy Amato. I'm the president of Habitat for Humanity
Oh, I think I remember this. Did they make her try to build a house and she's pissed off?
here in Las Vegas.
I was like, what are we doing here?
Welcome.
Then she gets
Doing
into
work
it.
today.
Cool.
They did not need to add the car screeching. It acted like it was about to be a car accident.
We like work.
That's not what I do.
These houses here are basically the product of work from all over our community. And we have a bunch of volunteers that come out and use that money to help build these houses. And the families that are going to live in these houses are working families. They have full-time jobs. They just don't earn enough money to get a traditional mortgage to buy a house for what it costs here in Las Vegas anymore. Everybody.
I might need one of those now in 2025. In order to have a house in California, you need to make like $500,000 a year.
Just in the build. It's like the barn building days back in the 1800s.
Habitat for Humanity was really a life lesson in teaching this family that there are other people who don't take for granted what these kids do. Are we ready?
We're ready.
We're ready.
We're ready for some work? Then let's get going. I want to see where the shovels are.
Me? Cooking shovel? I was like, are you kidding me?
Oh my God, come on.
All right, take your shovel.
Work montage rock music. They're working hard. What's funny is you know that every single thing they did here probably had to be redone by like actual people after this. Uh-oh.
I wasn't in the mood for, you know,
Serious
shoveling
music
and stuff like
switch.
that.
And this poor lady standing over here, this is her home. She doesn't have a home.
Jessica wasn't really into it because she doesn't want to do anything unless it's for her.
Damn, Lexi dropping a truth bomb.
We're so ungrateful. You know, we're going to start doing this as a family. We're going to start coming down here and helping out.
Jessie was feeling a little bit hard done by at being there, and I think also a little bit ashamed of her behaviour, and she fought it off by becoming very defensive.
Yeah, I am trying. So you can't be rude to me.
I'm not being rude to you. I'm talking to Jessica.
Look, this is what I did. You can't. I'm
Jessica.
helping. So
I gotta watch your mouth.
I wasn't expecting to go
Look what I did. I am looking. I am not seeing.
there and, you know, dig dirt and stuff.
Hard work is good, Jessica.
I used to love digging holes when I was a kid.
Despite Mum's attempts, Jessica would not come around.
You know what? You'll wake up tomorrow, they'll even be more sore, but you know what? The next day they'll be better, and you'll have this experience to remember, Jessica.
This experience is getting through to Lexi. She's starting to realize that some people don't even have a home, let alone a computer or a cell phone.
Lexi is the empath. Lexi might be a Cancer like me.
What are you thinking? Tell me. Share it with me. What are you thinking?
It's just sad to see someone like this.
Huh?
I
It's sad. Hmm?
Alexi became very emotional. There's a lot of compassion there, a lot of sensitivity, and she connected straight away.
It's sad, but it's good. They'll have a roof over their head, huh? And you've been a part of that.
And you're gonna build the roof right now. Go get the shingles.
All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up for the night.
Thank you guys for your for being here. Go home, guys.
We're just getting started.
Well, you guys did a great job.
Good job, guys. Come on. I just feel like our family's really coming back.
They
We're getting
built
closer.
they moved some dirt around for a couple hours.
I know it's gonna be a lot of hard work, but it was very exciting for me.
They did something.
How did it feel to work hard, guys?
As soon as we got home, Mum started to talk to Jessica about the experience.
Dad and I thought that we were teaching you guys values by us working hard and giving you everything that you have, but we haven't, obviously. We're teaching you to be ungrateful. You're not thankful for what you have. You want more, you expect more, and that's not what life is about. You don't appreciate this. You call this a dump. You have no idea what other people live in.
She doesn't realize that there are granite countertops behind her.
She just thinks she's this little princess.
We're gonna start teaching you the values that you need in life, okay? She doesn't want to admit that she doesn't have it so bad, because then she would have nothing to complain about. Knowing that we're helping out a family less fortunate than us, to me, that's the lesson behind this.
Even though I was proud of Mum for talking honestly with her daughter, I wanted to take a different approach with Jessica.
Jess, a quick word with you, love.
And we're gonna be real here. I know when you got there, you was like, what the hell am I doing here? Yeah.
I feel like she's like my age because she's like, you know, she knows what I'm going through or whatever.
That's because Joe is cool. She's got the gift of relatability.
How are you feeling?
Sad for them.
Was there a little piece of you tonight that thought, actually, do you know what? I don't have it too bad, really.
Yeah. Big piece.
A big piece.
I wanted just to sit down on the floor with her and adopt a different tone.
Inside it is a little piece of you felt a little bit kind of embarrassed, a little bit.
Yeah, a little.
A little bit, feeling a little bit shame about the situation. It's not a bad emotion to feel because, you know, it gives us a reality check.
And it seemed to draw out more of Jessica's inner qualities in being able to do that.
When your mum and dad were going on about it, like, you were like, I know. Was it that kind of feeling for you? Like, all right, I'm feeling
That's
it.
why I was like, oh, yeah, whatever.
Because what? Because you were feeling it already?
Mm-hmm.
She saw a side of me that was soft and compassionate enough to be able to reach inside who Jessica really was.
How you want people to see you, that's what you've got to portray on the outside.
I really feel it was a turning point with Jessica.
There we go, Jess. Good.
Come here. Give me a hug. Hey.
I am going to leave you all as a family to really implement the techniques that have been laid down in this house.
Like, everything that I told her, she understood and, you know, was trying to help me with it, so I thought it was good.
So you want to get back? It's okay, you know. It's okay to feel sad. It's okay. So you want to get back? Dylan, see you later. See you when I get back. Bye. All right. Bye.
4
After a few
days
days on their
later.
own, I'm quite curious to see if the Schumacher parents have taken back authority in their household.
Respect
So are you
my
both ready to
authority. Look at that now. We have added on the red carpet, it looks like maybe a trio of random vegetable oils. Incredible. The Supernanny team knows how to really spice up a shot.
Take a look and see what's on this DVD.
I feel like they just went through their cabinet and were like, yeah, that'll do.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, that'll do.
Rock, bud.
Boom, boom.
Okay, we got him.
5, 6, 7, 8.
I didn't hear. I'm bored. I'm bored. I'm bored. It's great to see, isn't it?
Oh, I love it.
All three of them playing together. I mean, shock horror.
We've actually been seeing them play a lot together. And, you know,
People are shooting fireworks down my street. I can hear them. You can't hear them because of the mic picks up what I say, not the background. But look, I know that the 4th of July is next week, but there's part of me that just wants to believe they know it's my birthday. And they know, and it's like, you know what, Ryan? What better way to celebrate your birthday than shoot off some fireworks at 12:30 in the morning while you're filming a video? So thank you, neighbors. I accept the present.
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's been really no TV and no computer time, so they've had to find other things to do to occupy themselves, and it's brought them closer together.
It's fantastic. It's brilliant to see.
You call that bonding.
Thank you. Okay.
Wow, look at that. This is actually something I'm not even kidding. I've never seen this. I did not know I didn't know mounts existed for TVs like this on the wall back in the day like that. TVs like this usually just went on the TV stand or the nightstand. Look at that thing. That looks very unsafe. Wow. I really never saw that before. Look at that. They're behaving. They're working.
Just around, and then pull it down like that. Okay?
Vacuuming.
And did you switch it?
This is what it's all about. The kids are all mucking in. They're doing
I
their
love what she said. Oh, mucking about.
chores, becoming more self-sufficient, and no one complaining.
No.
You're a half hour past your computer time. I was on the phone, and you were
$4.50
supposed to manage your time, so you know what that means now?
One thing about this girl, Lexi, is, man, when you take her computer stuff away, she turns into a different woman.
Computer time for you tomorrow. Okay, get off right now.
So how is she feeling about that?
I mean, we set rules and we have restrictions, and that's what's going to happen now. If they don't do as they're told, they're going to lose what they like to do.
Exactly. You stuck to your guns. Give
we
me
go.
5. All right. Okay, a mum who's got more discipline.
I mean business now.
And they're starting to think for themselves. Do they love you any less?
No.
Exactly. This is good stuff.
Yeah.
So the next thing we're going to see is Dylan's language.
Dun 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 dun. Hey, you got to get a swear jar for him. Damn.
Dylan's a flipper off person. He flipped off. Whatever.
Why?
Why is not cutting it?
No.
This man,
We don't
where's he
care
learning all
why.
this from?
Dad, you should have done something about that. You know, it's unacceptable. And you know, if I flipped you the bird, that wouldn't be good, would it?
Can you imagine Joe Frost flipping someone off? I love that she calls it flipping the bird.
No, you wouldn't be happy with that. So what I'm trying to say is you shouldn't take it from your own kid. We want to teach our
Maybe he
children
grew up like me watching some Stone Cold Steve Austin.
to be socially acceptable in society with their language and how they address other people.
Okay.
Turn off the phone, Dylan, please. Yeah.
There he goes, that pouty face.
Mhm.
It's the same one.
Yes.
It's a,
It's your warning.
Why
Do
will
me.
you get
No, I don't. No, no more.
I want some.
It's the minute you leave, they all start acting up. I asked you to stop. You did not stop. No, be sorry on the couch. 7 minutes. Let go of the chair. Get up. Come on. Let go of the chair, please, Dylan.
Isn't it funny, like, when you're a kid, like, having to sit on the couch and have quiet time for 7 minutes is, like, a big deal and a punishment? Now I'm like, oh, okay, I can get 7 minutes on the couch with no noise or nothing? Oh, my God, it's like a reward. Give me that.
Come on. Come on, stand up. Dylan, will you stop? Come on.
Why do they have so many clocks on the wall? Oh, it's... Wait, tech clock? What in the world?
You will be sorry on the couch. Dylan, I don't want to carry you. Please stand up.
Dylan.
I'm going to make it for longer than 7 minutes if you don't get up right now. Come on.
Dylan, you're being dramatic.
I asked you to respect me while I was on the phone, and you didn't.
when you give him the warning and you follow through, make sure there's no communication in between, because that's the banter talk that will lead him to get angry.
Okay.
This was good though, because you did follow through, you know, you gave a time out. Your kid's got discipline.
Right. I gotta go, Dylan's knocking for me. Coming!
Let you know.
Plug your nose.
Yeah, it's...
Oh! Come on. The pair of you, he's 7 years old.
Still wiping his butt at 7?
No, but...
There was another episode like this before, too. They made a real big deal of that one.
But he will sit. He sat there once while I took my whole entire shower and didn't get up until I got out because he just won't do it by himself.
Hey, you know, maybe that's a way to get some quiet time.
Of course he's going to do it by himself. Do you honestly think that he would sit on the toilet all day if nobody came to wipe his butt? He's 7 years old. It's a life skill, okay? I mean, it's more than time.
Get him a bidet.
You know, it's like 3 years overdue, okay? Yes, he's making a mess, but you know how they say, practice makes perfect. Unless he's doing it himself, he's not going to master it, okay? And let him do it. Mummy and Daddy are busy. You have to wipe your own butt,
Right.
okay? Right, on saying that, I'm proud to say that the pair of you have done a really fantastic job.
Thank you.
What I do want to work on, if I do see you guys subconsciously go into negativity, I will be pulling you out from that, okay? Because it's really important for us to start really training our thoughts in a more positive way. All right, so let's tweet what we need to.
All right.
Okay, let's go.
I just love the random Vegas strip stuff. Imagine they should have had Supernanny hit the slots real quick. On my way back from gambling, I've stopped by the Schumachers. Up $21,000.
Hello. Oh, hello. It's
Once
great.
again, look at this house. Hearing Jessica say that she lives in they're poor and lives in a dump, like, my goodness. Right now, I live on my own in California, in LA. It's not cheap out here. Right? I have a 1-bedroom, a 1-bath, kitchen, and a living room. It's $2,100 a month. I'm sure some of you are like, dude, what? I get it. I know. Trust me, I'm not doing this forever. But I love it. Because it's mine, and I pay for it, and I know the value of $1. It's like, man, imagine a house like that. I wouldn't even know what to do with it.
It's great.
It's too much space
Schumachers
almost.
have made so much progress so quickly. But I want to make sure that Mum and Dad stop labelling the kids like they did in the past and start looking at them in a new and different light. Okay, so Brian and Terry, I would love a quick word with you, please.
Okay.
I wanted to show these parents the negative ways they were labelling their kids. Jessica, Dylan, Alexi, I want you to put
Those are some high quality looking
these
photos.
words around the children that you think it represents.
Uh-oh.
I know where this one goes.
Right here.
You know the old saying, label the fool and act the fool.
My baby, aggressive, angry.
And that's what
Perfect, Satan.
this family were doing. They spent so much time confirming with these kids all the negative things that they were and didn't see any of the things that
Selfish, materialistic attitude. I mean, they're not wrong on some of those with the way she's been acting, but I get it.
were of quality with these children.
I think this one was over here. I was shocked
Selfish, princess.
because those are all things that we say to our children, and it was very easy to put them under their names and say, yeah, this is who they are.
Look, this is my point. They were labelled. All the negative things you labelled them with constantly, and you were reaffirming it every day. Every day.
It just blew me away. I was like, we really think this about our children?
So I'm not really buying this. No. I don't know about you, but you know. And to rip them off and start again and start looking at the positive was really a step forward in being able to say, this is where you need to think. And let's adopt some positive thoughts here. Things we're going to
That was a good activity.
tell our children instead.
New positive things.
Very smart.
Sensitive, honest, sweet, smart,
He is creative.
funny, big boy. Love it. Big boy. That's something that Gordon Ramsay says.
Look what we have here now.
Big boy.
The difference is recognize what's inside each child and focus on that and draw that out. Okay, so that they recognize it about themselves. I thought it would be good for the kids to know all the wonderful things that their parents thought about them. So I asked Mum and Dad to place the positive labels on each kid to boost their self-esteem.
That's nice.
These are the qualities, the good qualities that I see in you.
Dylan eating a big bag of Fritos. I've never liked Fritos. The only Fritos The barbecue twists, now those are fire.
Jessica, for the kids to have those labels stuck on them and to look down and see what they were, you know, made them all smile.
All right, Lexi. Sensitive along with that goes you're very organized, so I know they got to be perfectly on your shirt.
And it's something that these parents should be verbally saying to their children on a constant basis. And that's not to ignore the stuff that they need to work on, but it's about giving these kids affirmation all the time about their inequalities.
And you're also very funny.
Oh, that too.
I said that too.
Schumachers have done well, which means my work is done.
Before you leave,
I feel like this was an easy one for Joe. This is cakewalk.
we pulled together as a family and made this for you. This is a memory of our time with you.
Oh, thank you.
So that you would have something to remember us by.
That is
Wow, this is flashbacks. I don't know if schools still do this. That, whatever that is, the trifold or whatever, I remember like having to like drag my poor mom, be like, I need one of these for my science fair project, and my dad helping me. That took a lot of effort, but are these still popular? Does anyone watch this that has kids or whatever? Like, is this still a thing? This is such a vivid memory for me. I'm sure everything is just on the computer now, or they just, I don't know. That's nice, though. Although, what the hell is Joe going to do with that? Because she's going to fly. That might go in the garbage. I mean, what are you going to put? What is she going to do?
amazing. Oh, my word. It's fantastic.
We've been so touched by her experience, and we wanted to just give her a lasting impression of our family.
Look at that picture.
I feel like we're almost out of the hole, and now we just have to plant flowers.
We saw a different you.
Wow, they're all crying.
It's kind of, sad that she's leaving.
Dad crying, daughter crying.
We'll never forget you.
I'm sad because it's ending.
Bye-bye. Take care. Sometimes all it takes to dramatically change a family is for parents to shed the old labeling.
I thought you said parents to shit.
And see their kids in a new positive light. That's exactly what this family did. And when they did that, they had more harmony.
Let's see the update here.
Whoa. Oh my goodness, Dylan. Having Supernanny in our house has been an unbelievable experience that my family will never ever forget. I'm excited about the future of my family.
Thank you. You're welcome.
You guys are all being very nice. Thank you.
My family doesn't fight a lot since JoJo came.
You came home and you had time to do your homework first.
Oh, yeah. And my chores. And then now we're all organized. We have our family routine. We have our chores. And it just works out a lot better.
They have structure now. They have rules.
They actually seem much happier.
Disciplines in place. So far, they're doing really good, and I'm proud of them. Want to see the octopus?
Ew. Now, it feels great to go out to dinner and actually be there as a family. I mean, it's something that I look forward to instead of dreading it.
I love to see Jessica and Lexi and Dylan all playing together and having a good time. Because me as a father, that's what I want my children to do.
It's fun to play with my family.
Our family's really, happy and smiling, yeah.
I think that things aren't so boring now.
You guys need to start a band. If we continue on implementing the things that Joe has taught us, we're going to be happier and we're going to be a better family, a more loving family.
Thanks, Joe. Gonna miss JoJo.
Bye, Joe. I'll miss you.
The future's looking bright already for this family. You know, they've put the hard work in, they've had dramatic turnaround in such a short space of time, and they're on the road. They're on the road.
Good job. Good job, Joe. All right, if you made it to the end, thank you for making it to the end. I appreciate it. Number one, like, comment, subscribe, all that. But if you're watching this the night I post it, which is Thursday night, my birthday, that means I'm live right now. Now, if it's after that, all good. You can still follow me, though. But I'm doing a 12-hour live stream today, okay, from 12 to 12. And at 5 p.m. my time, I'm going to be watching an entire season of a reality show called Love on the Spectrum. So there is ever a time for you to come on by and join the Twitch finally and say, all right, you got me to do it now, join the Twitch. It's not Ryan Abe is my Twitch name. You can go to Twitch and type that in, or the link, as always, will be in the description. You'll find it. You'll see it. Come on by. Wish me a happy birthday. Say you came from the channel. It would mean a lot. And once again, yeah, thankful for another year on this earth. Thankful to have some supportive viewers like you guys. And I appreciate you always watching and keeping up with me. And that's why I'm making a video in the morning of my birthday. So thank you guys. Hope to see you there at the stream. And even if you're watching this days or too late, still follow. Come on by. Say happy late birthday. I don't care if it's just 3 months from now. I'm not going to be mad at it. All right. Peace out.